So this is Andrei Sadovyi. Andrei Sadovyi. Hi there, I'm Andrei Sadovyi. That's who I am. I'm Andrei Sadovyi. That's yes, sir, Bob. Okay, so who the hell is this Andrei Sadovyi? Well, he's a right winger. He's a right winger in Ukraine. He's the mayor of Lviv, actually. He's the mayor of Lviv, and Lviv, like 1/3 of the population of Lviv, like this Bandera guy, who's a highly controversial figure. So why am I pointing him out? What's the point of me even talking about this guy? Well, you had the parliamentary elections in 2019 in Ukraine, and that guy, Andrei Sadovyi, had ran. Now, he didn't win. He's only going to get, 3% of the vote. He himself didn't get 3% of the vote. The right wing got 3% of the vote. He himself only got 0.62%. So you had Sloboda and Self-Reliance. So Ole Nybok and this Andrei Sadovyi. So Andrei Sadovyi got 0.62% of the vote, and then this other guy got 2.15% of the vote. Those are the only two right-wingers in the 2019 July 21st parliamentary elections of Ukraine. There's less than 3% of parliament is right-wing. Less than 3. This is a extremely left-wing government. Some people say it's probably maybe center, more moderate, but you can't say it's right-wing. You can't say it's right-wing. These are the only two right-wingers. And, check it out. Check it out. This is from Wikipedia, so I don't listen to Wikipedia. What do you listen to? The Sundial? Is that that's where you get your information from? SN, Dmitro Razumkov. Dmitro Razumkov is going to win the parliament with the most votes, 43%. And then Yuri Boyko, the OPZZH, the SN. What is the SN? It's the Servant of the People. It's a centrist political party in Ukraine. So the Servant of the People is a centrist political party. They got most of the votes. And then you got 13% OPZZH. It says Opposition Platform for Life. Pro-Russian and Eurosceptic political party in Ukraine. I don't know. Is that right-wing? You consider that right-wing? Eurosceptic political party. What do they believe when it comes to universal health care? The All-Ukrainian Union Fatherland, referred to as Batkivshchina. Anyways, they got 8%, and then you got YES, European Solidarity Political Party in Ukraine, has its roots in a parliamentary group called Solidarity. Let's go back to this other one here. 13%, okay, opposition, pro-Russian, right? That's interesting. Pro-Russian, more for Moscow than the West, right? More for Moscow than the European Union. Hey. The current party is composed of members from its predecessors for life, as well as opposition bloc, Ukraine Forward. Okay, so what does this mean? Says it is for minority interest. I don't know if you could consider it right wing or not, but okay, let's put it in. But if it's, we're looking for the Nazis. Okay, we're looking for the neo-Nazis in Ukraine. Putin would not come after his own people, or would he? I mean, I guess that's fucking brilliant, right? These people are for Putin, and then they're the fucking Nazis that he's talking about. But that don't sound right. That doesn't sound correct. So it's not a Nazi party, right? Then YES, European Solidarity, that's a political party. And then you have Holos, translated as voice or vote. Which one, motherfucker? Voice, well, it either means voice or it means vote. Those are two, they start with a V. Is that, they both start with a V? Is that what tripped you up there? They got 6% of the vote. Opposition bloc, they got 3% of the vote. And then that Slovoboda got over 2% of the vote. And Self-Reliance at Andrei Sadovyi got 0.62% of the vote. And then APU, the Agrarian Party of Ukraine, got 0.51%. The Agrarian Party, I wish they would have got more vote. Ireland, and then all these other, there's 5 other ones which got 0% of the votes. So the SN Party is going to get the most. The centrist, the Servant of the People, 43%. They got 254 seats. The ones that I thought were the right-wingers, who got less than 3% of the vote, they only got 2 seats. They got 1 seat apiece. Self-Reliance, Andrei Sadovyi got 1 seat in Parliament, and Svoboda got 1 seat in Parliament, and so did that Agrarian Party. They got a seat too. And then 6 for the opposition bloc, 20 for Halos, 25 for Yes, 26 for Bat Kivshinyana. 26 seats for that party, and then 43 seats for the OPZZH. Who are you with? I'm with the OPZZH, motherfucker. Well, who the hell is that? It's the opposition platform for life, motherfucker. We be opposing for life. What you gonna do, motherfucker? That's revolutionary. I love I love your name, opposition platform. I don't really like that you're situated with Russia. But policies, okay, where are they at when it comes to universal health care? The Sacred War, Victory Day, over the party celebrates Red Army veterans. So, Red Army veterans, that's Lenin and Trotsky. Opposition platform for life, they like Lenin. These are a bunch of Lenin and, Lenin and Tiananmen, bunch of Trotskyists. Yeah, that's not Nazi. It could be authoritarian, but it's opposed to Nazism, right? Yeah, so and it's not even fair to say that the opposition platform, the 3%, this Andrei Sadovyi, they like that Bandera, Lviv. He's the mayor of Lviv. But he is a neo-Nazi. That's not what his, political party, what it says that his political party is Self-Reliance. So, and he says he's both conservative and liberal, but it's a Christian democratic political party. So they all, they believe in Christian morality and common sense. The name of the party is similar to the name of the NGO founded by former leader Andrei Sadovyi in 2004. The party won 33 seats in the 2014 Ukrainian parliamentary election, and then it only won a single seat in the 2019 Ukrainian. So they really went down from 33 seats down to a single seat. The 122nd electoral district in the Lviv Oblast. The Lviv Oblast. I like Oblast. It just sounds cool. Where are you going today? I'm going to go to the Oblast. To the Lviv, not the Lviv, no, to the Lunesk. Oblast. So Self-Reliance, okay, that's what they're about. They're a Christian morality and common sense party. And then you have this Andrei Sadovyi, let's see, co-founder of Lux Media Holding. He's a candidate, and then he said he withdrew. He was a candidate for the presidential election, then he withdrew. He's the mayor of Lviv, which is the administrative center of the Lviv Oblast of Western Ukraine. The former leader of the Self-Reliance Party. Then you have this other political party, the Slovoboda. And these are the 2 right-wing parties. It was formed in 1991 under the name Social National Party of Ukraine by Oleh Tayanibak and Andrei Parubly. It was officially registered as a political party in October 15, 1995. October 1995, it was characterized as a radical right-wing populist party that combined elements of ethnic ultranationalism and anti-communism. During the 1990s, it was accused of neo-Nazism due to the recruitments of skinheads and usage of neo-Nazi symbols. Okay, so now we're actually getting to the Nazis. These are the Nazis we're talking about. So far, out of all these damn groups, only one group who got 2% of the vote. I remember Dick Gregory had said something about George Wallace when he ran for president. And it was a good thing because now we got a yardstick. We can actually measure how, far the racists, and it was like 15, 20%. But then, Trump fucking won. So that means half the damn country's fucking racist as shit. So it's good that Donald ran so we can see how, far the racism goes in this goddamn nation. But it's half the fucking nation. There's Nazis all over America. So when it comes to the Sloboda Party, 2% of the Ukrainians voted for this party. They got one political seat in parliament. So out of what? How many seats? Out of goddamn, let's see, 254, 43, 26, 25, 26, and then there's 37, 111, 34, 111. And how did Ireland got 4 seats, but they didn't get any percentage of the votes? I guess the coalition, they're, good at coalition. They got no percentage of the vote. I don't know how that happens. But anyways, 37 independents, 254. So this is out of what, 300, maybe 400 people? So out of 300 people, you had one person that's possibly affiliated with the Nazis, but they expelled the Nazis, right? They were accused of it in the 90s, and then they expelled the Nazis. So the one thing that has some Nazi element in it was them pushing the Nazis out. Could they still be around? Fucking Nazis are like cockroaches. Are always kind of crawling around some crevice of some crust of the world. Elected councilman of the Lviv Oblast. So LA, again, with Lviv. What's up with Lviv? It's Ukrainian nationalist far right Sloboda political party. You could just really love the Ukrainians without being a Nazi. So that would make you a nationalist, but not a Nazi. So that's it. That's this guy here. I don't know. He could be terrible, but that's it. I just want to review. When I say that 97% of the Ukrainian government is left wing, they're being branded as Nazis, and a bunch of people that are opposed to the war just keep saying, "What, you're for the Nazis? You're for the Nazis?" So Putin he says he's for denazification. You just believe. You don't believe your own government, but you believe other people's government. George Carlin said that's the first thing that, when the government says something, don't believe them. Don't believe it. So, yeah, Putin wants to denazify. It's good rhetoric, but Putin is the fucking Nazi. He's the Hitler. He's the one that's invading a sovereign nation. And he's doing it just like Hitler did with the Sudetenlands. There's German speakers in Czechoslovakia. There's Russian speakers in Luhansk and Donetsk. And so they got to go in to another nation to get their territories back, but they just took a foothold, and they took the Sudetenlands, and then they took all Czechoslovakia. They just got a foothold. They took Donetsk and Luhansk, and then they just took all of Ukraine. Putin is the fucking Nazi. Putin is the Nazi. So 97%, that's a better record than America. Having no Nazis, only one fucking Lauren Boebert out of Colorado. There's one fucking Nazi. So, yeah, they got one Nazi possibly in their government. We have at least one Nazi, and then what? Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? So, well, they're all probably. How left-wing is America? Bernie Sanders and AOC, like anybody listens to anything that they say. Anyways. Yeah, 97% of the Ukrainian government, of the parliament, are left-wing. What neo-Nazis, the fucking Azov battalion? Ukraine, get rid of the fucking Azov battalion. Get rid of the Azov battalion yesterday. Fuck them Nazi motherfuckers. They lost the whatever. They lost the PR battle. Yeah, fuck you, Azov motherfucking battalion. The Azov battalion just fucked up Ukraine. The Azov battalion just gave a pretense for Putin to go into Ukraine. So because of one fucking battalion and possibly 1 out of 300 fucking parliamentarians, that's why Putin is going. We didn't need Putin to denazify Ukraine. We need Putin to denazify Kansas. That's more important. That's more pressing. There's more Nazis in Kansas than Ukraine. So I don't believe you're fucking Putin. I think Putin doesn't want Ukraine to be its own nation. He's always seen Ukraine as part of Russia. He's been mad about it the whole time. He thinks that of Russia and Ukraine as one nation, whereas 70% of the Ukrainians don't believe that. Ukrainians are fighting for Ukraine as if it's their own nation state, as if they're their own distinct national, people. They have their own nation. They have their own culture and language, and they're different than the Russians. They're not the same as the Russians, and so that's what we're seeing. Yeah, so 97% of the Ukrainian government, I guess you could say, at the most, that they're maybe moderate or centrist. 97% of the government is moderate to centrist to left wing. We'll say it like that. Center, moderate to left wing. Less than 3%, the right-wing groups have got less than 3% of the votes, and then they only got 2 seats out of maybe 300. Over 300 seats. It looks like maybe 400. You're getting close to about 400 seats. So 2 seats out of 400. America, there's 500, and, how many Nazis are in the U.S. government? That's an interesting question. But, yeah, 97% of the Ukrainian parliament is center, moderate to left wing. The right wing groups got less than 3%. They only got 2 seats in parliament. That Azov battalion maybe I don't like them, so I'll trust that the Azov battalion are a bunch of fucking, right wing, white supremacists, Nazi pieces of shit, and they need to be gotten rid of. But I'm not convinced that Ukraine is being overran by Nazis, and it's, through and through. It's a totalitarian from the top to the bottom, like it's a Nazi regime that needs to be denazified. The president is Jewish who fought against the fucking Nazis. Yeah. So I don't buy it.